A filter has a transfer function of the following on the graph on the right. Determine the Vout if the Vin is described as this function. Now for part 1, we can take the first thing you need to do is to break them individually into their own parts. So for the first part we have 3, which can be rewritten as 3 cosine of 0. Now cosine of 0 is equal to 1, which is why we can say 3 cosine of 0. So then for frequency, we can then take 0 divided by 2 times pi, which will ultimately give us 0 hertz. Therefore, the transfer function is 3 from the graph, and the phase is 0. So simply 3 times 3 of cosine of 0 is equal to 9. For part 2, we have 8 cosine of 6,000 pi of the phase angle of negative 10. Now to find the frequency, all you have to do is take the part inside cosine, divided by 2 pi, which will give us 3,000 hertz, or 3 kilohertz. Then from the graph, we get 2.5 for the first graph, and then a phase angle change of negative 40 degrees. The next step is to just do 8 times 2.5, multiplied by cosine of the original value inside of 6,000, with the phase angle of the original one, plus the amount we just found, to give us 20 cosine 6,000 pi of the phase angle of negative 50. Lastly, we have 60 cosine of 15,000 pi with the phase angle of negative 70. Now, 15,000 pi divided by 2 pi is simply just 7,500 hertz, which is 7.5 kilohertz. Now notice that we drop to 0 because this is a low-pass filter, which means that 60 times 0 is just going to be 0. The last step is to simply add all the values together. So we get 9 plus the second one plus the third one, which I have excluded.